Hello, amazing viewers. Thank you so much for latching on to my channel. Today's topic is very close to my heart and should be close to everybody's heart given the fact that this is an important and essential part of we all as corporates. We are going to talk about work-life balance, guys. It's about cultivating harmony. So it's a deep dive into work-life balance. But first, let's understand, are we conscious enough to be able to understand that we want to create a work-life balance, or we at this point in time are living in a world where we have or we are conditioned with a thought, the more time that we are going to spend at work, the better it is going to be for us in terms of opportunity and growth. If that's the mindset that you have inculcated over a period of time, then God bless you. But if you really want to understand the comprehension of work-life balance, and if you really want to balance your work life, then this is for you. So folks, first thing first, we need to understand what is this work, what is life, and how can we create a small or slight or a wonderful balance between these two things. In one of my podcasts, I mentioned very clearly that work is part of your life. It is not your life. We have to understand a strong demarcation between the two. But what we have done is, in the rut of running around to earn money, we have made our work our life, and we have actually forgotten literally about our life. Forget about balancing it, forget about taking care of it, nurturing it, or other elements. Completely forget about those things. So we all are too much involved right now, growing, excelling, running in some kind of race where the outcome is promotions or money. I mean, in one or the other way, monetary benefits or growth benefits. Both are good, definitely essential for life. There are no two ways about it. But is that how you're going to lead your life? Is that what's going to be the crux or the core of your life? If the answer is yes, then again, as I said, God bless you. I think you guys are sailing in the wrong boat if that's the thought process. There are ways to look at things. Let's talk about them. Let's discuss about them today. Let's look at the very first slide of this presentation, which is there at the backdrop. It says, welcome to Cultivating Harmony, a deep dive into work-life balance. In today's relentless world, finding equilibrium between professional demands and personal well-being is more crucial than ever. Please understand, guys, we are living in a very demanding scenario where our managers are demanding, our clients are demanding, our colleagues are demanding, the entire overall situation is demanding. Given the fact that the competition is fierce, somebody is able to do the same thing at a cheaper price. We have to keep pace with other companies, other organizations, and our peers at the same time, who unfortunately we are competing constantly with. So because we are competing so regularly, we have forgotten the fact that we have to live and move out of the constant run around that we have in the search of success. Please understand an analogy where if you are a sprint racer, can you spend all your time on the racetrack? Think about the situation. If you end up doing that, what will happen to you? Yes, you're right. You'll get burnt out completely. And is that the kind of life that you're looking at? Not really. We'll talk about sports analogies a little further as well. But look at, we have some case studies as well, quick ones, not in detail, but we're going to talk about them as well. So let's look at the modern dilemma, which is about navigating the blurred lines. There are two ways of looking at the world right now. One is the fast-paced world. Another one is a conscious approach of looking at things. Maintaining balance in today's fast-paced always created world. Maintaining balance in today's fast-paced, always connected world is increasingly challenging. Technology and globalization have blurred the lines between work and professional or personal life. Completely blurred the lines because we are constantly battling with, as I said earlier, we were battling with people, companies, other organizations, competitors, but now we are also competing with AI, technology, which is playing a vital role in eating away. If you've seen Pac-Man, and those small dots, we are the small dots. Pac-Man is constantly eating us away. And that Pac-Man is nothing but an AI. So, let's also look at conscious approach. A conscious approach and a proactive approach is essential. The traditional 9 to 5 work day is evolving now. And flexibility is becoming a necessary for both employees and employers. The modern dilemma demands innovative solutions as remote work become more prevalent. Setting boundaries and priorities or prioritizing self-care are critical. It is important to take care of yourself, guys. We have forgotten to take care of ourselves. That's the scenario that we're looking at. Finding harmony required constant effort and adjustment to meet the ever-changing demands of our interconnected lives. Our lives are interconnected. The professional life and the personal life. They both are interconnected. We cannot ignore that there is an overlap between the two. Hence, we are facing challenges. There are 4 very important aspects of work life. One obviously is work. Second is your family. Third is your health. And fourth is your hobbies. And I would say family, not only family, but I would say family and friends. Because friends play a vital role in how you respond to any given situation. And work-life balance goes beyond a simple definition. As it says, it explores the psychological and emotional dimensions of personal fulfillment, well-being, and meaningful connections. It means that all of these important elements should be included and balanced to ensure maximum well-being for individual. I will tell you, there is a psychometric test called the Wheel of Life. I strongly recommend that you all download it from internet, and once you get it on internet, you would be able to take that assessment, and it will tell you very good things about you. That where are you spending maximum time, where do you need to balance things out. All those things are very important and critical, which we end up ignoring almost always. The ripple effect, employee well-being and beyond. The ripple effect is, let's talk about that sprint racer who's constantly on the track racing around alone or with somebody, but is constantly practicing for his victory. What will happen? He'll be able to do it for a couple of hours, then couple of days, couple of months. After that, what will happen is fatigue will start triggering. Right? Fatigue will start seeping in. And the person or individual or an incumbent will start getting burnt out. If you are extending your working hours every day at work, or maybe you're doing extra work every time, you can do it to an extent. After that, you will feel burnt out. You will get exhausted. Guys, the key to success is not spending too much time at work. Because of a few folks who have misconstrued this component, this element, very essential one, as staying back to achieve success. Others, when they look at them, they try to compete, given the fact that we know end of the year, when we are sitting for the one-to-one appraisal or year-end appraisal, what we will go through is a scenario where there will be competition, and at the same time there will be comparison. My manager is going to compare me with the other person, saying that the second person spent more time at work. How much time did you spend? Idea is not to spend time at work. Idea is to be as productive, as efficient, as effective as possible. That is what is required. So you can get stressed out, you will get burned out only if you are spending 12 hours every day at work. Do you think you would feel like coming to work? Every day you're going to wake up with the thought that I don't want to go to work. You'll be too stressed out. You'll be too worked up. Chronic stress leads to psychological and physiological effects such as fatigue, anxiety, and depression. A balanced lifestyle is crucial for multigrading these impacts. Mental and physical health. Guys, people are going through depression in today's world. We are not realizing the fact that we all are going through critical illness of either mental disorders or depressions, etc. And that is happening because of our health or the time that we are spending trying to achieve success. If that is what you want to get into, then guys, you are signing up for a wrong, or you're signing a wrong contract here. Work is something which should give you happiness. If it's not giving you happiness, then it's not meant for you. I'll give you a very simple example. I am a drummer of a band. When I go for a show, and when I play there, I feel very happy. But at the same time, if I am required to work for 2 hours, which is I'm required to play for 2 hours, and I to get success play for 6-7 hours, what will happen to me? I'll get fatigued completely. My mental and physical health will go for a toss completely. That is what is going to happen. That is correct that your passion has to be your profession, or a profession has to be your passion. But at the same time, you have to learn to be able to create a demarcation as to where do I draw the line and I stop doing what I'm doing and I do something else, which is to live some necessities, some essential parts of life. That is what is required. Then comes relationships. How many people have faced the situation where you've had tiff, quarrels, fight, battles, and very, very ugly scenarios with your better half because you are constantly, almost always at work. You're not giving time to the family. Your kids are asking for that time, but you don't have that time over the weekend, irrespective, because you're too bombarded with work. So, relationship will go for a toss if you are not balancing your work life. This is a ripple effect of not having a work-life balance. You're not probably realizing it right now. You probably will realize it later, but by the time you'll realize it, it'll be too late. The organizational advantage, productivity and engagement. Obviously, we understand the fact that when there is an employee who is less stressed out, that means is much more happier than any other employee, will be more productive, will be more engaged. At the same time, will be less absent for work. That is what's going to happen, and that is how it is going to impact. Building a positive and supportive work environment boosts morale of employees. When employees feel valued, they are more committed to the company's success. You want people who are more company centric, or you want people who are more self centric? Obviously, you want people who are company centric, right? That is how it would make a difference. I'm only touching the tip of the iceberg, guys, right now. I'm not really getting deep into it. If you want to go through some deep sessions for work-life balance and any other training, then you can definitely subscribe to our channel here. Drop a message and we will be more than happy to incorporate you into our training sessions which we carry out for masses. So strategies for individual to take control. Set boundaries. This is important. Establish and enforce clear boundaries in using communication protocol and time blocking. From this time to this time, so what I used to do when I was working in a corporate environment, I used to block my calendar. For that matter, if I had to go for a break, I used to block my calendar. For lunch, I used to block my calendar. For any other important activity that is required for me to get rejuvenated and to be able to perform better, I used to block my calendar. If you do that, it will tell the other world that at that point in time the person is occupied and you're not supposed to be touched or bothered at all. So learn to set boundaries. Then prioritizing. Use advanced time management techniques like Eisenhower matrix, which is urgent important matrix. A Pareto principle, 80-20 rule. Now, spend some time reading about it. Focus on high impact tasks and delegate or eliminate less important ones. That will come with your urgent important matrix. That will help you get there or to be able to comprehend that. Self-care, incorporate mindfulness, meditation, relaxation techniques and physical activities. Go to the gym, go for cycling, do something about it. Something about your work or your activities, your health. Prioritize mental and physical well-being, because that is what is gone for toss in today's scenario completely. Strategies for organizations to foster a well-balanced culture. One organization can have flexible working hours, some supportive policies like providing parental leave, childcare support, employee assistance program, address common stressors. Those are very important ones which organizations can incorporate. Leadership modeling, which is encourage leaders to demonstrate healthy work-life balance, lead by example or promote. Like when I was a leader, I used to go to the gym. I had nice muscles. I was lean. Why? Because I wanted to lead from front. Tell them that yes, you guys need to go out in the gym. Be less stressful or less stressed out. Have a happy life. And then come back to work and you would realize the fact. So you know what interesting fact is, before going to work I used to go to the gym and I used to exercise. By the time I used to reach office, I used to feel very light and very, very energetic. But the day I used to skip my gym, one day which was Thursday, I used to feel very low. And it directly impacts the way you operate, the way you work, and that is not good. That's definitely not good, guys. So, a case study from a tech startup. A high growth tech startup implemented flexible working arrangement, unlimited vacation, and mindfulness training for employees. What had resulted in it? The transformation led to a noticeable increase in employee engagement. Employees start taking ownership when you tell them that we care. A significant reduction in turnover rates and improved innovation across departments, because people, when are less stressed out, they are more creative. A startup demonstrated a commitment to employees' well-being, which fostered a positive work environment and boosted overall productivity. The result underscore the tangible benefits of investing in work-life balance initiatives. Think about a tech company where constantly the employees are required to stretch on the Saturdays and Sundays. What will happen? Guys, you would have burnt out employees. Employees will start looking for a job outside, and then you would have a 7% dent in your expenses, because any new employee costs 7% more, but at the same time the gap that it will leave behind. For example, if you're not able to hire, by the time the incumbent leaves, there'll be a dent. Who will handle it? So embracing a sustainable future, prioritizing well-being, that is what is required. Please prioritize your well-being, Be very focused about what you are doing. Demarcate your personal and professional life, guys. Work is only part of your life. It is not your life. It is just part of your life. Prioritizing well-being has long-term benefits. You'll find that you're more successful and more content than you are right now. That is important, guys. It's important to balance your work life. If you're constantly working for number of hours, it's not going to give you any. I have seen people who've spent a lot of time at work, a number of hours, getting expelled, not expelled, but getting fired, getting a pink slip. If those employees spending so many hours can get a pink slip, then do you think there is any benefit of not creating a nice work-life balance? Definitely not. So folks, it is important. It was tip of the iceberg that I touched today. If you want some longer sessions, more than happy for you to kind of get connected with us. We will be more than happy to schedule a day long session with a lot of activities, and you can connect with us, and we will be more than happy to schedule those sessions. We are beyond learning curve, and the session is going to cost hardly anything at all. Probably cheaper than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. So if you're interested, drop in a message to us on our YouTube channel or connect us on 99711 We will be more than happy to circle back and see what we can do for you. God bless. Thank you so much. Keep learning.